Have mornings started to feel a little harder lately? Maybe getting out of bed takes longer than it used to? Your legs feel shaky, your balance feels off, or you find yourself pausing halfway up the stairs just to catch your breath. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Every day, millions of older Americans quietly experience the same slow, frustrating changes, and most just chalk it up to aging. But what if these aren't just random aches and stiffness? What if your body is trying to tell you something deeper? Because here's the truth. The way your body moves in the first hour after waking is one of the clearest indicators of how well you're aging, and more importantly, how much strength, stability, and energy you still have left to gain. In fact, one surprisingly simple morning habit could help restore your muscles, steady your steps, and get you moving like yourself again, without pills, workouts, or complicated routines. Most people assume that getting weaker with age is just part of the deal. But there's a name for what's actually happening behind the scenes, and it's called sarcopenia. It's the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that begins as early as your 50s and accelerates quietly through your 60s and 70s. The National Institutes of Health estimates that nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60 is affected, and yet most have never even heard the word. Sarcopenia doesn't show up overnight. It creeps in slowly, first with a little unsteadiness when standing, then difficulty climbing stairs, and eventually that heavy legs feeling that turns short walks into exhausting tasks. What's more troubling, it can happen even if you like that. Why? Because as we age, the body becomes less efficient at absorbing protein and rebuilding muscle tissue. What worked at 40 no longer gives the same results at 70. Your muscles need more targeted support, and without it, your strength continues to decline. The worst part? Sarcopenia often goes unnoticed until a fall or injury forces you to realize how much muscle has been lost. But here's the good news. It's not irreversible, and in just a moment, we'll share a surprisingly simple food that's helping thousands of older adults fight back, starting with breakfast. Because the right kind of nourishment at the right time could be the key to rebuilding what time has quietly taken away. Black beans for breakfast. What if the key to stronger legs, better balance, and more energy wasn't found in the pharmacy, but in your pantry? For thousands of older adults, the answer isn't a pricey supplement or a new workout program. It's something far more ordinary: black beans. Yes, the same simple legume you've probably walked past 100 times at the grocery store. But when eaten first thing in the morning, especially before 7 a.m., this humble food is helping seniors around the world regain strength, stability, and confidence in their movement. Here's why it works. Black beans are rich in leucine, an amino acid that signals your muscles to start rebuilding. That's a big deal, because after 65, your body naturally becomes less responsive to protein. But leucine acts like a wake-up call to your muscle cells, especially when delivered in the morning right after your overnight fast. Even more impressive? Black beans also contain isoleucine and valine, the full trio of branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs, essential for muscle repair. Combine that with their natural fiber, magnesium, and low glycemic impact, and you've got a breakfast that supports muscle health, balances blood sugar, and calms inflammation, all in one scoop. And we're not talking about massive portions. Just 1/2 cup of cooked black beans, warm and lightly seasoned, is enough to make a difference. Within days, many older adults report improved walking, fewer leg cramps, and better stamina for daily activities. This isn't hype. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that seniors who included a small portion of leucine-rich legumes in their breakfast saw noticeable improvements in walking speed and lower body strength within 2 weeks. Turns out sometimes the simplest foods, when eaten at the right time, can unlock the strength we thought was gone for good. Timing and preparation matter more than you think. It's not just what you eat that determines how your body responds. It's when and how you eat it that makes the difference, especially after 65. Your body is most primed to absorb nutrients within the first hour after waking. That's because during sleep, your muscles go into repair mode but run out of fuel. By the time you open your eyes, your system is ready, almost begging for nourishment. Feed it the right kind of protein in this window, and you can kickstart muscle recovery energy production, and even balance, all before your first cup of coffee. This is where black beans shine. Warm, soft, and gentle on digestion, they deliver high-quality plant protein without spiking blood sugar. And when combined with healthy fats, like a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, or paired with 1 or 2 soft-boiled or poached eggs, the benefits multiply. Eggs add complete protein and key nutrients like choline and vitamin D, while the beans slow digestion for steady energy and better amino acid absorption. But there's a catch. Delay your meal too long, and that post-sleep muscle sensitivity begins to fade. Waiting more than 90 minutes to eat can mean missed opportunity, less nutrient uptake, less recovery, and more fatigue later in the day. And don't worry if you're not a cook. You can warm up canned black beans, just rinse them well, mash them onto whole grain toast, serve them with eggs and avocado, or blend them with olive oil and herbs for a savory spread. You don't need fancy appliances, just a pan and 5 minutes. A pro tip? Add a pinch of turmeric or cumin to enhance digestion and calm inflammation. Remember, this isn't just breakfast. It's your first and best shot each day at protecting your strength, balance, and independence. So make it count. Your muscles are ready. 10 minutes of gentle movement that makes all the difference. You've eaten a nourishing breakfast, maybe half a cup of warm black beans, a soft-boiled egg, a drizzle of olive oil, and some lightly cooked greens. That's a powerful start, but what you do next can make all the difference between simply eating well and actually using that nutrition to rebuild strength. Because here's the truth. Your muscles need more than nutrients. They need a reason to absorb them. And the best way to give that reason? Gentle movement, right after breakfast. Think of it this way. The food is the fuel, but movement is the ignition. When you move your body, even lightly, it boosts circulation, wakes up your nervous system, and helps deliver those vital nutrients straight into your muscle tissue. This process improves strength, reduces inflammation, and sets your body up for better balance throughout the day. The good news? It doesn't take a gym or equipment. Just 10 minutes of slow, intentional movement is enough. You can march in place for a minute to get the blood flowing, then try a few slow arm circles to loosen up your shoulders. Sitting in a chair, gently lift one leg at a time to activate your thighs. Stand by a wall and lean in for simple push-offs to wake up your arms and chest. Take a few side-to-side steps in your kitchen and finish with light neck and shoulder rolls to release tension. If standing is difficult, that's okay. You can adapt every move to a seated position and still get the benefit. What matters most is consistency, sending a clear message to your body. We are still building. We are still strong. These 10 minutes may feel simple, but when done after your first meal of the day, they help your body absorb more protein, regulate blood sugar, boost mood, and even improve sleep quality. It's not about intensity, it's about intention. 10 minutes, each morning. You'll feel the difference. Small signs of recovery that are worth everything. You might be wondering, will I really feel a difference from just black beans and light movement? The answer may surprise you. Because for many older adults, the first signs of change begin to appear in as little as 3 to 5 days. Not as a dramatic transformation, but as subtle shifts that are deeply meaningful. Maybe you'll notice that getting up from your favorite chair feels easier. You're not bracing yourself as much, or relying on your arms for the push. Perhaps your legs feel steadier when walking from room to room. That small pause you usually take before stepping onto the stairs, it's not needed anymore. Or maybe you simply feel more grounded, more connected to your body, like your center of gravity is returning. These aren't accidents, they're early signs that your muscles are waking back up, that your nerves and cells are finally getting the fuel they've been missing for years. You're not just feeding your body, you're reactivating it. Many people also report fewer leg cramps at night, improved posture, and a subtle boost in mood. Why? Because the magnesium, leucine, and slow-digesting fiber in black beans don't just strengthen your muscles, they help your body recover. When paired with just 10 minutes of gentle movement each morning, this combination begins rebuilding your strength from the inside out. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate a protein and fiber-rich breakfast, along with light morning activity, showed measurable improvements in walking speed and lower body power in less than 2 weeks. So if after a few days you find yourself standing a little taller or walking with a bit more ease, don't brush it off. These are real signs of progress. Because when it comes to aging well, the smallest victories often lead to the greatest transformations. And they all begin with one powerful decision: to begin again. Warning: 5 silent habits that can sabotage your progress. Number 1. Skipping breakfast. You've probably heard people say, "I'm not really hungry in the morning," or "I'll just have coffee and eat later." But if you're over 65, skipping breakfast might be doing more harm than you think, especially to your muscles. After a full night's sleep, your body is in a natural catabolic state, meaning it's breaking down tissue to supply energy. If you don't eat shortly after waking, your body continues drawing fuel from the easiest source it has: your muscle mass. That's right, skipping breakfast may actually cause your body to break down valuable muscle for energy, especially if you're already dealing with age-related muscle loss, sarcopenia. This is why that first meal of the day matters so much. It's not just about calories, it's about sending a signal to your body: stop breaking down, start rebuilding. A protein-rich breakfast that includes muscle-supporting nutrients like leucine, fiber, and magnesium, found naturally in black beans and eggs, tells your system it's time to switch from survival mode to repair mode. Older adults who skip breakfast also tend to have more blood sugar imbalances, higher levels of fatigue, and slower recovery from movement. And if you're just having coffee on an empty stomach, that can spike your cortisol, irritate digestion, and make it even harder for your body to absorb nutrients later on. So if building strength, improving balance, or regaining energy is your goal, don't skip the very meal that sets that healing in motion. Within 30 to 60 minutes of waking, give your muscles the fuel they need. It's not indulgence, it's essential. Number 2. Relying on supplements instead of real food. It's easy to believe that a handful of pills can replace a plate of food. Multivitamins, protein powders, omega-3 capsules, they line the shelves and promise to fill the gaps. But here's the truth that many older adults don't realize. Your body was built to absorb nutrients from real food, not from pills. As we age, digestion becomes less efficient. The stomach produces less acid, enzyme levels decline, and nutrient absorption slows down. This makes it even harder for the body to extract value from isolated synthetic supplements, especially when taken on an empty stomach or without the healthy fats required for absorption. Worse, many common supplements lack essential cofactors, the vitamins, minerals, and enzymes that naturally come packaged together in whole foods. For example, magnesium in a pill may not work properly without vitamin B6 and adequate hydration. Iron from a tablet may upset your stomach unless balanced with vitamin C. But in a simple food like black beans, these nutrients come pre-balanced by nature, designed for synergy and gentle digestion. There's nothing wrong with supplements when used to support, not replace. But relying on them instead of meals can lead to nutrient imbalances, poor muscle repair, and false confidence. You might think you're covered, but your body may still be starved for the real building blocks it needs. So, before reaching for another capsule, ask yourself, did I nourish myself with food today? Because one warm bowl of black beans with a soft boiled egg delivers more usable fuel to your muscles than any pill ever could. In the end, real food speaks your body's language, clearly, gently, and effectively. Number 3. Sitting still after eating. You've had a healthy breakfast. Maybe black beans with eggs, a little olive oil, and some leafy greens. That's an excellent start. But what happens next could either amplify the benefits or quietly waste them. Many older adults finish eating and then immediately sit, reading the news, checking emails, or just resting. It feels harmless, but here's the problem. When you stay still after a meal, your body doesn't circulate nutrients efficiently, especially to your muscles. Your breakfast delivers protein, fiber, leucine, magnesium, all the tools your muscles need to repair and rebuild. But those tools can't do their job if they don't get delivered. And circulation is what delivers them. Light movement after eating acts like a delivery truck. It drives nutrients into your muscle cells right when they're most open and responsive, especially in the first hour after waking. Research shows that even 10 minutes of gentle activity, like marching in place, doing leg lifts, or walking around your kitchen, can improve amino acid absorption and reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes. More importantly, it helps lock in the strength-building effects of a protein-rich breakfast. On the flip side, sitting still causes your muscles to stay passive. Circulation slows, glucose and protein hang in your bloodstream longer than needed, and your muscles miss that critical window for repair. Over time, this habit can lead to slower muscle recovery, higher fatigue, and even unwanted weight gain. So don't think of movement after breakfast as exercise. It's a continuation of the meal. Just a few mindful minutes tells your body, I'm awake, I'm ready, let's rebuild. Because strength isn't just about what you eat, it's about what you do next. Number 4. Eating too late at night. A late dinner might seem harmless, especially if it fits your schedule or helps you relax at the end of a long day. But after 65, the timing of your last meal matters more than ever. Why? Because your body uses nighttime not just to rest, but to repair, and a full stomach at bedtime can quietly interfere with that process. When you eat too close to bedtime, especially heavy, rich meals, your body shifts its energy away from recovery and toward digestion. That means instead of rebuilding muscle, balancing hormones, and calming inflammation, your system is working overtime to break down food. The result? Lighter sleep, more tossing and turning, and slower overnight healing. Many older adults who eat late notice symptoms without realizing the cause. Waking up feeling groggy, stiff legs in the morning, frequent bathroom trips at night, or acid reflux that disrupts rest. Over time, this leads to weaker muscle repair, higher inflammation, and even greater risk of nighttime blood pressure spikes or poor glucose control. The solution isn't skipping dinner, it's shifting it earlier. Ideally, aim to finish eating 2.5 to 3 hours before bed. That gives your body time to digest before entering the deep restorative stages of sleep, where real healing happens. If you do need a light snack closer to bedtime, choose something easy to digest. A handful of nuts, half a banana, or warm chamomile tea. But avoid heavy starches, sugar, or big portions. Remember, your muscles do their best rebuilding work while you sleep, but only if they're not competing with your stomach for attention. Give your body the quiet, empty space it needs at night, and it will reward you with deeper rest, better strength, and more energy the next day. Number 5. Not drinking enough water. Many older adults don't realize just how easy it is to become mildly dehydrated and how much that affects their muscles, balance, and energy. As we age, our sense of thirst naturally dulls. By the time you feel thirsty, your body may already be running low. The result? A quiet but constant strain on nearly every system in your body, especially your muscles. Muscle tissue is over 75% water. Without proper hydration, muscle fibers become stiff, prone to cramping, and less responsive to movement. That's why dehydration is one of the most common and most overlooked causes of nighttime leg cramps, morning stiffness, and even fatigue during short walks. Worse yet, low hydration levels can affect balance and increase your risk of falls, something no one wants to deal with after 65. Some seniors cut back on fluids to avoid nighttime trips to the bathroom. While that's understandable, it can come at a cost. A dehydrated body struggles to deliver nutrients, regulate temperature, and support the joints and muscles you rely on every day. The fix is simple and gentle. Aim to sip water steadily throughout the day, rather than gulping large amounts all at once. A glass in the morning, a few sips with each meal, and a cup in the early evening is usually enough for most older adults. Adding a slice of lemon or a pinch of sea salt can also help your body absorb and retain fluid more effectively. Don't wait until you're parched. By then, your body's already in stress mode. Stay ahead of dehydration, and you'll feel stronger, steadier, and more alert every step of the way. Conclusion. Every morning gives you a choice: to let your muscles continue breaking down or to help them rebuild. After 65, that choice becomes more important than ever. Your first meal isn't just about filling your stomach, it's about sending your body a clear message. I'm still growing, I'm still strong. A simple bowl of warm black beans paired with a soft egg and a few minutes of movement can do more than any supplement. It nourishes your muscles, supports your balance, and restores energy from the inside out. You don't need powders, pills, or a gym membership, just a spoon, a pan, and a little intention. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up and feel that first stiffness, remember, breakfast isn't just a routine, it's a quiet act of recovery, a daily repair. And your next step toward moving with more strength, more confidence, and more life.